Elu Metzias DAF Gimel, sponsored the Refuah Shalema for Elisha ben Devorah. On the previous DAF, we began the discussion of Rabbah and Rava concerning small sheaves. Our Mishnah states, in a public domain, the halacha is Harei Elu Shalo. The next Mishnah states that one who finds them in a private domain has to return them. According to Rabbah, even if the lost object has a siman, it will be crushed by pedestrians in a public domain. The owner will be miyayish. In a private domain, its siman will not be crushed. According to Rava, our Mishnah refers to sheaves that have no siman. If it has a siman, the finder has to return it. The owner will not be miyayish because he relies on the siman not getting crushed. In a private place, even without a siman, the loser can identify its location. In a public place, it gets moved around by pedestrians and animals. Now, the next thing is concerning large sheaves. According to a brisa, there is no difference between a public and private domain regarding large sheaves. Rabbah explains the sheaves' siman will not get crushed because they are tall. According to Rava, large sheaves are not moved because they are heavy. Therefore, one can identify their place. The next halacha in the Gemara concerns bread baked privately. Our Mishnah states that one who finds commercially baked loaves in a public domain can keep them. We infer privately baked loaves must be returned because they can be identified by their bakers. We are not concerned that their unique identity will be crushed. The Mishnah discusses a place where there are no animals or dogs. Pedestrians are prohibited to pass by bread without picking it up. Gentiles are superstitious and would not step on them. There is a machlokus in the Mishnah if one finds something unusual in a lost object, such as a shard in pressed figs. There are two explanations of the argument. Rava explains the machlokus that both hold, Rabbi Yehuda and the Tanna Kama, that a siman that can be crushed is assumed by the owner to be intact, and people can pass by bread, halachically, without picking it up. They argue about a siman that could have come about by itself and was not crushed. The Tanna Kama holds the finder can keep it, since it is possible the owner knows nothing about it. It just happened to fall in. Rabbi Yehuda holds the finder has to return it, since it is possible the owner put it there. However, in a case where it is certain it was placed there, it is a siman. Rabbah explains they agree that a siman can be crushed, is not a siman, and it is prohibited to pass by food halachically without picking it up. Their argument is concerning a siman haba me'elav, one that happened by itself. Two laws in the Gemara stated by Reb Zavid. It suffices for a loser of a lost object to say, Vaili mechisorin kizeh, too bad that I sustained the loss of money, without saying he was mafkir, he relinquished ownership. The second din is small sheaves, even in a private domain, if they appear as if fallen from the loser, the finder can keep them. Rava adds, if it has a siman, then no matter if they appear to have fallen, the finder must return them. Machrozo shel dogim, another case in the Mishnah, which is strings of fish. The Mishnah states if one finds them, he can keep them. The case is where it was a regular fisherman's knot and a usual number, standard number of fish. If distinct, both are simanim. Chaticho shel basar, pieces of meat, the Mishnah says the finder can keep them. The meat's weight and cut was standard. However, if the weight was unusual or the cut, such as Rabba Bar Huna sent meat to his family by way of a Gentile, cut in triangles, then it is a siman. Kadei shemen v'kadei yayin, barrels of wine and oil. There's a dispute between a Mishnah and a Bryce. If one finds them, can he keep them? Rav holds the Mishnah that says they must be returned are ones that are resealed. Each seal was distinct. The Brisa refers to covered, not resealed barrels. Abaya holds, no, both could be discussing a barrel that was resealed. The Mishnah refers to finding one with a thick seal before the winemakers sell to the storekeepers. It is unusual to find a thick seal at that time. The Brisa refers to the season when they sell. Such a seal is common. According to the Brisa, place is also not a siman. 1, the barrels were found on the riverbank where they are commonly unloaded from boats. 2, even if he gave the exact location on the riverbank, still it would not be a siman. How do I do time-wise?